Poof, just like that. And we're live. The modern technology that we have at our fingertips. All right. Hi, everyone. This is a random pop on live. Lots of stuff going on. Um, let's see. Uh, was in a legislative meeting yesterday from 10 until 5 ish. Got to hear lots of stuff about electric vehicles, about changing the alcohol, what is it, blood alcohol content, because they're looking to change that here in Connecticut. Got to hear about we're changing the blood alcohol content, but we're not addressing the driving under the influence with marijuana because that's becoming an issue as well. But in actuality, speed kills, not all of the other stuff. And for those of you who don't like the Blair Witch Project, I'm sorry, but my laptop is on my lap. So every time I'm moving, because I talk with my hands, it's moving the camera. So I'll try to hold still, although that's very hard for me. So I'm going to say hi, DJ, because I'm assuming you're the one on here because I told you that I was coming on here. So, all right. So, let's talk about the legislative process just a tiny bit. The good news is we are in a short session. Here in Connecticut, we go between a long session and a short session. It's Misty Mrs. Wayne. It's not. Oh, and it's Fiona. All right. Well, so y'all popped up way faster than I expected because I'm always surprised. I'm like, I'm just going to jump on randomly. So, and Heidi. Oh, hi. Thank you all for joining. I don't know. This may be painful for you as it is for me sitting through it, but I realize like so many people don't get to actually, hello, Mike White, um, get to understand or see because for 30 plus ish years of my life, I knew nothing about legislative session. I didn't know how it worked, any of that sort of thing. I assumed our politicians were doing the best they can and they had all the information that they needed because they had all the specialists everywhere. Oh, well, I'm glad to catch you right after work. I know I don't remember which time zone y'all are in, but it's 8:11 here. So I hope you're not working that late. So I'm hoping you're not in the my time zone. I know Fiona's been out of work for a few hours. So Heidi, I'm not even sure. You just work all the time as far as I know. Entrepreneurs, aren't we spectacular? So legislative building, legislative process. Like I said, 30 plus years of my life, I had no clue about it. Rarely voted, didn't like voted for Ross Perot. Was kind of like the one time I voted for president that I remembered. All the rest of the time, I never did any of it. Cause I'm like, oh, they know what they're doing. They're taking care of us. They have all the information they need. Therefore, I'm not going to vote because I don't know anything. Well, now when I go and vote, I know the people I'm voting for. And guess what? They know my name too. It's a much different dynamic once you get there. So, um, and yeah, I know. Oh, wait, so she did work on East Coast time? All right, sorry. This is what I should just hide this and then go back and see what y'all are talking about. That's what I get for talking to you guys. But so anyway, so it's way different. Now that I understand that you and I are actually really critical to our representatives because they do not know everything about everything. And here's the insane part of our reps, whether it's a the state representative, a state senator, our congressman, or our federal representatives, they need help. In that, like those of us that are here, we're all kind of gun people, and it's one of those things where you know we know stuff and why things work or don't work in the Second Amendment community. We understand violence because, let's be real, a lot of people have firearms to prevent violence. And unfortunately, that is not what people are told or what people don't have guns or don't understand about firearms. So, upcoming, one of the other things I put in the description, yeah, down there, because I'm only on YouTube. I'm not on Facebook because Facebook's broken. And that's my dog running around. That wasn't me. Here, say Smarty. Oh, Smarty, say hi. There's Smarty. He's making the camera move. Hi, Smarty. Anyway, and then I forgot I can't move the camera because the whole thing goes off. All right, so on Tuesday, I'm going to the Capitol because they're having a lobby day. And what's a lobby day? I think Smarty thinks there's something to eat on the camera. Um, lobby day is the American for Suicide Prevention group is getting giving us breakfast. We can register and show up for breakfast in the morning and talk to our legislators. Now, why am I going? Yes, puppy. Um, so my goodness, my brain can work, I swear. So what is lobby day? Lobby day is a group. Like we've had gun lobby days where the NRA and Smith and Wesson and all the manufacturers got together, got buses, sent out a awareness campaign so that we would know to show up. So any industry or you could have a lobby day. And it really is just a organized time where a bunch of people come to the legislative building to meet their representatives live and in person and talk to them about what their concerns are. And on Tuesday, which is a whole 4 or 5 days from now, we are going to be talking about suicide prevention. And one of the reasons I'm going is because I believe this is where red flag laws come from a lot. Because we've been talking about the American for Suicide Prevention, and there are actually 4 red flag laws. So myself and hopefully other gun owners are going to be there. Here in Connecticut, we have CCDL, and the idea is that we will be doing, hopefully a couple more people besides just me will be there to talk about, well, let's talk about Walk the Talk America. Let's talk about Hold My Guns. Oh, that reminds me. So the Walk the Talk America folks were sending me stuff, so I have stuff. But I forgot to ask Sarah Joy Albrecht, who is the spearhead of Hold My Guns, and I should have got stuff from her. But I will print stuff out. So that's what a lobby day is. Now the legislative stuff, which I just did yesterday, we talked, like I said, EV, alcohol mandates, that sort of stuff. That was going on at the same time, and this is the thing that's really hard when you really start paying attention to stuff that's going on. Each one of our senators and representatives belongs to more than one committee. Some of these committees all meet on the same day. So when you go, you will see people popping in and popping out and going back and forth. So I know when I first got there, I'm like, don't they care what I have to say? Why aren't they here listening to everything everyone has to say? And the reality of it is they can't. Yesterday, while they were doing the electric vehicle thing across the hall, they were doing no guns at polling places, which I missed that one because I didn't know. But it's like it's stuff like that where you can't even be everywhere at the same time when you start paying attention. So maddening, just a little bit. So anyway, I just want to kind of jump on and share because it's been a while since I've been to the building, the legislative building. And I know not everybody gets to go, and it's one of those things. If you ever need to go for whatever your passion is, it doesn't have to be Second Amendment, guns, electric vehicles, any of those things. Happy to help here in Connecticut or wherever you are, because the reality of it is, you and I are the ones who are going to help them make better decisions. They cannot figure it out on their own for real. So that's kind of it. I wanted to hop on, talk to y'all real quick. Um, did I have anything else? I think that was it. I did some training tonight. There's going to be some new kids stuff coming out for me to teach. So if you're on my email list from a Great Start Shooting School, you'll be seeing that probably within the next week or so. Looking for different kids. We've got Train a Teacher Day coming up. There's so much stuff. So well, thank y'all for popping in, and Misty, Mrs. Wayne, and Fiona, and Heidi, and Mike White. I'm like, who else? I think that was all 4 of you that were watching today. Good night, everybody. Have a lovely end of day. I'm not even say weekend. It is Thursday, though. All right. Talk to y'all.